Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain, back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Online. So here we are, back in the Upper Necropolis. Uh, Basically, we've completed our 4 quests here, and we now have our completed sigil. So if you don't yet have a completed sigil, in order to get one, you will need to do these quests several times, as there are a total of 8 pieces to collect, and you only ever get one. Sometimes though, you can get lucky and get 2 per time you run, and of course you need the very specific pieces. So you may need to run that several times in order to get all 8 pieces. Once you do, you just want to talk to Sir Rohain here. He will give you a completed sigil. Now this sigil, it does persist through lives, so if you are planning on making this like a main character, or keeping it to go around, definitely hold on to that sigil, as it'll stop you from having to flag ever again. Now from here, you're going to want to head off to the left, and we'll now be able to enter the Black Mausoleum. Now this is the pre-flag for the Abbot raid, and is actually often farmed because it is a large amount of experience that can be done actually quite quickly. So the first section here, there's just a few guards. You need to kill all the guards to proceed. The hardest being, or rather, the most annoying being that ogre mage that I just quickly took out, because if you're not quick enough in killing him, he will go to that invisible state, and before the barrier will drop, you do need to kill him. So if he's invisible, obviously you can't kill him. Once that's done, the barrier will drop, allowing you to proceed forward. There will be a couple of enemies, and then we're actually going to get to a blade room. Now this room I actually kind of think is really, really cool. So there will be an enemy on the side as well as a few on the end. Now the way this works is there is a path through the blades. If you step on the wrong one, it will turn on all the other ones. So you notice a few of them don't actually turn on. This allows you to actually walk and make your way through. Hopefully they're not pushing you onto the blades. So it allows you to actually kind of walk and head all the way through. The other way is you can actually shoot this target lever. It will turn it on, but it'll only ever do so once. So if you shot the lever, it turns it on once. You get a quick look at the path, and then you can hopefully remember the path and run through. So it's a nice little mechanic. I really enjoy it. From here, you're going to want to proceed down. And again, it's going to have a gate, which will open once everyone is dead here. There we go. There we go. So here we are. Now this gate does lock once you proceed deeper in, and it will not unlock until the boss is dead. Now there is the boss there. Now he has a fairly large hit point pool. As you can see, about 11,000, so it does take a little bit of effort to take him down, and he has some unique attacks as he's hitting you. Everything from dropping your armor class to just doing a little extra bane damage. There we go. Once he is defeated, it opens our doors to continue. And you're going to want to continue around the corner. So again, it's just got a few more enemies, and you're going to kill them all the way up to these chests. Now, unfortunately, these chests are actually a lie. As soon as you open one of them, it will drop this as an illusionary barrier and just have you in the quest. So you do want to make sure everyone is inside the chest area. The farthest you can be out is actually right here on this line. If you look kind of where the wall juts out. And if you are standing on that line when it drops, you can actually remain on that little line up top there. Now, once you get in, you do need to pull this lever as soon as possible. Now, the reason for that is as soon as you drop, it does start some fighting. Now, these fights are endless fights until all three of these are lit up. Well, the timer only starts going for the lighting them up once you pull the lever. So if you forget to pull the lever, you might do 3 or 4 waves that you never needed to do. Now, another trick that a lot of people use in this room is actually if you do not move and you're not getting hit, it's going to not spawn a lot of the enemies. So oftentimes, what they'll do is they'll actually hide right here behind the lever, as the archers have issues hitting you, and if they're not hitting you, it's only the 2 other melees. So as you notice, nothing else is spawning. You'll see them kind of pop up, but then they don't actually enter. If we were to move, like so, if it lets me move, then they all spawn in at once, and then we actually got to deal with that wave. Personally, my favorite spot here is actually up top here. It allows me to get a full view of the battlefield, or rather arena, and be able to shoot everyone while still remaining still. And it allows me to see these levers up top here. Now, some things I have tried in the past, if you do remain up top there, and just on that edge, you are able to jump if you have like the Monk's Abundant Step or anything like that. You can actually jump all the way from where you're standing up to the top there. Plague Reaper. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, you're able to jump from the top all the way up to these platforms. Unfortunately, you can't actually pull the levers. I have gone through and tried that. It just, they are locked. It doesn't let you do it. Now, this is also where, if you want to get Conquest, where you will have to sit and farm to do so, as you will be completing the quest long before you ever get close to that number, unless you sit and stay in that room. Now, once you have all that, you can proceed down. And you will proceed into this room here. At this point, you will need to proceed down this path of traps. Now, typically what people will do is they will run this quest first time on Reaper, and they will stop once they get to the bottom. They will leave most of their party up top, having only one person go down. That way they can get the, well, no death bonus. So I'm going to head down. We're going to do a quick completion here. So as you can see, it is kind of a little bit like a maze. You don't just keep heading around in the same circle. There are times you gotta turn face the other way, and you want to head down all the way to this pit, at which point, if you're like myself who took off the feather fall, put that back on. If you didn't, that's fine too. All we gotta do is wait for this floor to break, which it will eventually break. Once it does, it's gonna drop us into a small cage, and there will be a dragon. Now, one little bit is if everyone is up top there and only one person comes down, the dragon kind of bugs and never actually jumps at the cage. He remains sleeping. If everybody is in the cage, he'll actually jump up to the cage right where that my circle is to talk to him. So all you gotta do is just talk to him as if he was standing right there. Now this is where the quest gets a little interesting. Depending on how you answer, he's gonna send you down one of 4 paths. But if your answer doesn't coincide with one of the 4 paths, he will end up insta-killing you, and it will party wipe, and you actually can't complete the quest. So even like Wolf is standing up top there, even if I had answered everything incorrectly and I am killed, if Wolf was to come down and try and answer, he will just instantly blast him and kill him there as well. So for this path, we're going to go with this one here. So it's Emerald Claw. I would stand by his side. Let him destroy. I would not have traded my freedom. Deliver it to Vol. He and his creations stayed faithful to the lady. The same. I would follow. He deserved to die. The Dominator. They lack intentions, plans, blue or black. We would then destroy the adventurers. And this is for the High Priest of Vol. So because we answered all that correctly, what he's going to do is he's going to, first off, complete the quest. The other thing is he's going to open up one of these 4 paths. So this path he opened up is for the High Priest of Vol. So there are, again, 4 paths to head down. So in order to actually flag for the raid itself, you will need to go through and complete all 4 of these paths. Now, we will show you this, but we'll do so on a lower difficulty. That way we can really just push through, as it is quite difficult to run through, again, on harder difficulties. And in order to flag, all you gotta do is complete it on, like, normal. So as you see, we got 37,500. It took us 11 minutes. Without the explanations, and if you're with a good group, you can get this done in about 5 to 7 minutes. So you're looking at 5 to 7 minutes. We almost got 40,000, and if we were using a potion, that's just that much more. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video about getting to this part. We'll release other videos with the rest of it there. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one all.